You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Louisana, thank you so much for your YouTube membership request and for bringing back down Florence and the Machine. This is the full film, The Odyssey. We have done the first 2 songs so far, so check out our reaction to that. But today, we are doing the next 2 chapters, which are called St Jude and Ship to Wreck.
I'm so excited, Louisana, to get back into the Odyssey. This was absolutely amazing. I love the storytelling that has happened already. Yeah. So this is just phenomenal. I can't wait. Thank you so much. Chronicans, thank you so much for being here with our journey of Florence and the Machines, the Odyssey. We are getting into St. Jude with this next song, so I'm really excited. I'm great. I'm so excited to be getting into this again. This is like a film. It's like a movie in a sense, like a
it's a whole full film.
This is so phenomenal. I can't wait to see where we're going with St. Jude, because we just saw her finish up going through that crazy car crash.
Yes.
And then the snippets of her life going past those moments, and even like what looked like being like baptized, born again in a sense. So this is going to be really cool getting into St. Jude and seeing where the story continues.
Absolutely. Let's get right into this one so we can familiarize ourselves with the story.
Like that night to day sudden transition.
Yeah, and the last one ended with her coming out of the car, then going across the street. Now she's here with the birds moving.
So cool.
That's gorgeous. Sometimes you gotta fly like a bird.
Absolutely.
Another conversation with no destination, another battle never won. Each side is a loser. So who cares who fired the gun? And I'm learning, so I'm leaving. And even though I'm grieving, I'm trying to find the meaning. Letting loss reveal it. Letting loss reveal it. The patron saint of the lost causes. We were lost before she started.
The saint of the lost causes.
We lay in bed as she whipped around us. Maybe I've always been more comfortable in chaos. And I was on the island and you were there too, but somehow through the storm I couldn't get to you, St. Jude. Somehow she knew. And she came to give a blessing while causing devastation, and I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I just had to mention grabbing your attention. St. Jude, the patron saint of the lost cause. We were lost before she started. We lay in bed as she whipped around us. Maybe I've always been more comfortable in chaos.
I need to come in here real quick because this is one that you almost have to watch as a whole thing. I must say, this is definitely something you should go watch as a full thing. Yeah, but taking it as chapter by chapter, This one's really catching me because of she's being carried at the beginning, then she's dropped down, that struggle's happening, and then it brings up St. Jude and what St. Jude does for everyone. And then you can see everyone lifting the stones coming out of like that church and like carrying your weight of what you're feeling. And then right after that, she's carried again by him and dropped down. So I don't know what his relationship is into this.
I'm pretty sure that's the same guy from the very beginning who she's been in the relationship with the whole time. Now they went to that car crash.
Right.
And so it's like, I don't know if
their whole journey, I guess.
Like their whole journey.
Yeah.
But I don't actually know. I can't remember if he survived the car crash and if this is a memory.
It's true because you only see her go out of the car.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's just literally Florence walking for the next song. So this is them coming back together, I guess.
This is them, I guess, coming back together or a memory. But like she's even saying like, maybe I do better in chaos.
Yeah.
Because in these moments when it's especially when it's too easy in a sense, or you're just in pure sadness or distraught or grief, right? In those moments, it is like a chaos, but it's like a solemn chaos that isn't the same. Like it's easier to get lost in and have to be like carried through the waves or float through it in a sense, like those birds.
She's very floaty.
That were in the sky.
Yeah, very whimsical and baby, yeah.
But when you're in like that pure chaos, that's kind of when you can carry your own weight through the chaos. Maybe I work better in chaos.
I see what you mean.
So that's kind of what I'm getting from this.
And I needed that check-in with you to make sure we're at least following through the story together.
Yeah, because this is beautiful.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites from her, actually. It's so pure.
Trying to find the meaning, let lost reveal it, let lost reveal it, and I'm learning, so I'm leaving, and even though I'm grieving, I'm trying to find the meaning, let lost reveal it, let lost reveal it.
Return to no way at the end of the song. Good timing. Oh, wow. Look at that beautiful dance, directed by Vincent Haycock. Like again, shout out to him.
And shout out to Vincent.
And I think what you were saying there about where they were in their relationship, and then maybe she was almost saying like she feels lost now, and almost she was trying to leave, and she's grieving. So like, I'm just happy that we had that conversation to kind of have the story a bit more present in my mind now.
And I think even like, and I could have been wrong, but I believe when she walked away from the gentleman who asked her if she was traveling alone, are you lost?
Yeah.
Like that's also like when that one random person, like sometimes it takes a stranger to come up to us and see our pain that we're in, that we think we're hiding so well.
Exactly. Yes.
So well. But that one person to see through the mask and say, hey,
you doing okay?
You doing okay? Are you traveling alone? Are you lost? Like what's happening? Like,
yeah.
Right?
You're so right there.
Right. So that's that one moment. But then as she walked past him, it looked like there was someone else on the road, maybe we can go back to it, who was carrying the man away over his shoulder.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So because she pushed the man away.
Yeah.
So if you hit play here, like I space bar.
And I'm learning, so I'm leaving, and even though I'm grieving, I'm trying to find the meaning. Let lost reveal it. Let lost reveal it.
Oh wow. Yeah.
right there. So
Someone
now
took him.
someone took the man, and he's hunched over his shoulder, and he's being carried off now.
Wow.
So I'm
good find, honey.
So I saw that, and
Okay.
I was like,
That's
okay,
because I thought she did end it there.
yeah.
But now they're back at the car, so that's why they're jumping between timelines.
So
it feels
many
like.
memories.
Yeah, so many
And
memories.
that happens when you go through an extreme loss. And even that lyric there when she's talking to the man,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Are you lost?" And she's like, "I'm trying to find my way, but I'm still grieving."
yeah.
And
trying
it's
to
like,
find
so
meaning.
with that
Yeah.
car crash, I believe he
You're
didn't
right.
make it.
Okay, you think
I
that
don't
happened?
think he
eh?
made it. I
Right,
think it's
I like
more of a
that.
physical, like you're being ripped apart.
Wow, you can dissect this one so much too, because this is an actual album of hers too, so you can really get the full details. But it's nice that you can kind of interpret this many different ways when you're coming
Yes.
from the consumer as well, right?
So many
This
different
is
ways.
magical. So I'm even thinking like all the times when you get betrayed or something happens, like a car crash, which is a betrayal in a sense too for me. You can think of all those conversations you had,
Absolutely.
and then the car is a representation of the actual relationship.
Being ripped apart by grief in this way is also a betrayal. So you go through the same things.
Yeah, regardless.
Regardless, so going through all those memories, and when you lose someone either permanently or due to a breakup,
Yeah.
you go through the memories of your time, but you don't always go through the good. You don't just go through the good memories. You also go through the
whole
bad
thing.
memories, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just when you go through a breakup, you tend to focus on the negative to make you okay with it.
Yeah.
When you go through a ripped apart loss,
Mm-hmm.
you focus on the positive and more become idolization of it
Right.
with that rose-colored glasses.
I get what you mean.
So this is really cool how they're kind of showing all the different sides of it, like you said, to give that interpretation aspect. These birds becoming like that portal.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think we are moving on to the next song as well, which is called Ship to Wreck.
Yes.
Not shipwreck, ship to the wreck.
The ship that's
Specifically.
about to be destroyed.
So I'm very excited to check this one out. Sorry for all the talking, but that's why you're here
It's a
for the
reaction
reaction here.
channel.
So we're thoroughly enjoying this, Louisiana and Chronicans. And Kaylee, if you're there again, hey, all right. Okay, now they're going back into the place. And we didn't see him.
Nope.
Nice. Good change up.
Don't touch the sleeping pills, they mess with my head.
Nice.
Dredging of great white sharks, swimming in the bed. And here comes a killer whale to sing me to sleep, thrashing the covers off, has me by its teeth. And all my love remind me, what was it that I said? I can't help but pull the earth around me to make my bed. And all my love remind me, what was it that I did? Did I drink too much? Am I losing touch? Did I build a ship to wreck? To wreck? To wreck? To wreck? Did I build this ship to wreck? What's with the long face?
Loving the machine on this
Do
one.
you want more? Thousands of red-eyed mice scratching at the door. And don't let the curtain catch you, 'cause you've been here before. The cherries and
Nice.
island, darling, you can't touch the floor.
that's like you. Oh my god. If none of y'all understand what just happened there, that is full chaos being better in chaos. She's like, embrace me so I can hit you first. Oh, I love it. I like this change up because the last two songs on this film really was so introspective and all that. And this is obviously introspective as well, but the tone has changed and it's a little more upbeat and the machine is back in and I really love the band behind Florence as well.
Her band is amazing.
Yeah.
This is
Incredible.
Phenomenal. I really like the change up as well. I'm not sure if I don't think that's the same guy. Maybe it is.
That was my question for you.
But
and thanks for answering.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't look like the same.
But he doesn't look the same. There are differences, but he's still a very similar build.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
So like this is like almost like another relationship that she's in now after that crazy loss. She's gone past the grief.
Yeah.
Now she's gone into something else. But now it's that chaos that she's doing better with him. But it's also not better, right?
No, it's
like
still making her go crazy, and
it's still making her go crazy. She's
but
like,
is it
don't
the
touch
sleeping
the sleeping
pills?
pills. Is this did I just build a ship to wreck it?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Because sometimes, unfortunately, a lot of us have gone through those relationships where we think we're ready for it, we want to move on, but at the end of the day, sometimes you're building a tower just so you can knock it down.
Yeah, it's not, and all that could mean is you never wanted it to fully last, even though you wanted to enjoy it for the little bit of time. So here we go. This is great.
Go. I love this.
Touch the floor and all my love remind me. What was it that I said? I can't help but pull the earth around me to make my bed. And all my love remind me. What was it that I did? Did I drink too much? Am I
The two sides of her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
losing touch? Did I build a ship to wreck? To wreck?
Oh, this is glorious.
To wreck? To wreck? Did I build this ship to wreck?
Oh my gosh, this is such a character.
Good God, on starless skies we are lost, and into the breach we got tossed, and the water's coming in fast. And all my love remind me, what was it that I said? I can't help but pull the earth around me to make my bed. And all my love remind me, what was it that I did? Did I drink too much?
I love
Am
that.
I losing touch? Did I build a ship to wreck? To wreck? To wreck?
Super
To
catchy.
wreck? Did I build this ship to wreck?
I feel like this would have been one of the singles.
To wreck?
Has her going herself?
To wreck? Did I build this ship to wreck?
That's where we started.
Let's just see the shipwreck first. Shipwreck. Oh.
Back to the ocean.
Okay, that's... Oh, this is such a good full film album experience. Something I want to say I don't want to say this mean in any way, and I wish I had the comment in front of me, and I wouldn't even call out the person who said the comment, just in case, but something that I've read is Florence hasn't started a family because of her music. So she can go fully in. And now I'm checking all these relationships she's going to get into because she's an amazing woman. She's
Amazing
powerful.
woman.
She's got everything going
Yeah.
for her. A lot of people are going to want to
That
start
style.
something with her, to be honest.
Absolutely.
So every person going into a relationship with her is a ship to wreck. because of how good of a person she is, because no one's gonna want a little piece of you, Florence.
Everyone's gonna want the whole thing,
Yeah,
the whole
and
piece.
just like the fans do, and I think you know that
Yeah.
that's why you're giving yourself to your fans so much.
Absolutely.
And I'm only bringing that up because I think that just adds more to the conversation on this, because
Yeah.
I think there is a bit of that playing in here.
And there's a little bit like when you're going through those relationships and you're giving yourself to too many places, it can be hard to then find the right place to put all of your energy in.
Yeah.
So she's giving herself fully to her fans and to her music and to this
art.
expression of art, of artistry that
Yeah.
she's doing, and she's doing it so beautifully
Yeah.
that can make it really difficult to then be in relationships, or like the traditional relationship that
Yeah, of
people
course.
think about, when like for us, we put all of our energy into each other and then into this channel,
Yeah.
but each other first.
Yeah, and our family.
And our family first. So if your artistry becomes your main thing to be putting your energy into, I can see how going through these moments of chaos can be the ship is what building the ship to wreck.
Yeah.
And
then what's going to last for what you need, and you don't really know that.
You don't really know, and then people change because
exactly
that's like the honeymoon period, right?
You got that right.
And so like when we first met, there were a lot of things, and I was in a specific way because I was single for so long. You were single
Me
for
too.
so long.
Yeah.
So you become single entities that come together, and then becoming a
unit
together that changes people, and it changes what people's wants and needs and likes are, as it should.
And you can see her changes happening through these relationships and not being okay with what's being said or pushed.
Absolutely. Going into this, I'm going to take a little bit out of my life, my personal life, going into what we've seen, because I believe that the relationship she was in the car with the person in the car crash, I believe that relationship could have been the one where it became like the putting into the relationship over the artistry could have been a first.
Yeah, for sure.
Just from how I was watching that go through.
Yeah.
But after that extreme loss, and I've experienced extreme loss like that.
Yes, you have.
Where the person who I was with unfortunately passed away just out of nowhere. And that being torn apart, that can cause make it very difficult to then get into like long-term relationships, or being willing to then give that piece of yourself to someone else fully because of that betrayal. Like I'd said, losing someone out of nowhere due to being ripped apart is still a betrayal, just as it is to have a breakup happen, but it almost feels worse because you don't get that closure in a sense.
Of course.
And then the idolization of the good parts,
I'm
even
so
though
glad
there
you
were
brought
still
that up, right?
bad parts.
Yeah.
So like for us to move on and be able to then give everything in that unit, it becomes much more of a task. And like you even paused it when she was like throwing things and hitting him with clothes and then catch me.
Yeah, but still catch me.
But still trust action.
But the whole time, because even when when she was being carried by him in the rain on the first song, St Jude, she would be dropped and then he would try to embrace, but then she'd run away. But she would still want the protection. And I think that's really self-aware to be, in my opinion, admitting what your flaw is.
Yeah, my flaw is that I don't want to get too attached, even though I yearn for this, but it's that fear. It's that fear that we have as humans.
Or just priority. It's like,
priority.
am I a better service to the world with my art, because I already know my fans are being so affected by this, and if I get in a relationship, it might stop all the Florence and the Machine lovers.
And if I get into a relationship, am I gonna change? And then and then does my music change? Does my art change? So this is such an introspective video or film that we're watching, and Vincent has done such an amazing job at directing it.
Wow,
and we know Florence is so big into her artistry, even when we see her perform on stage live, that the two of them have come together and created this brainchild.
You're right.
That has become such a staple piece. Like this is so moving. If I was watching this all at once, all 48 minutes
Which
at
we
once,
will.
which we will when we're done with this, I would have been crying like instantly.
No kidding.
By now, I would have been like in tears. So having it in segments has really saved me from crying online again. And but at the same time, it does also
It gives you the chance to really dive in this way, though.
absolutely it does.
And,
it
like,
really does.
These conversations that we get to have in front of y'all are like some of our favorite conversations we get to have when you get to dive in this much. And I always say artists are like athletes to me, and there's a lot of athletes that don't get into relationships because they're trying to perform at their highest peak until they're done, and then they'll go move on after that. So really, that's why I wanted to start with that, because it could not even be about that too, right? Maybe the person died, maybe it was just the end of a relationship. We're trying to interpret as we go. And that's why it's so fun, and this has been such an experience. It's been the Odyssey, and we can't wait to continue on because there's more coming this month. Thank you so much, Louisiana. Hopefully you had a good time with us. And Chronicans, let us know your journey with the Odyssey and Florence and the Machine down in the comments below, and please go and support her on her channel by hitting the subscribe button. We are now exiting the rabbit hole.
Thank you so much, Chronicans, for being here, and for Louisiana for bringing us to the Odyssey. I never would have seen this if it wasn't for you, and this is beautiful. I can't wait to finish it. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
You are now exiting Enter the Chronic's rabbit hole.
Thanks for your participation.
Make sure to follow, subscribe, and put on notifications. We will see you all next time. Stay tuned, tell your friends about us, and God bless.
Hey guys, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you like this channel, remember to subscribe right here. And if you want to subscribe to the artist that you just heard, remember, it is right here. And if you're excited to see another video that we think you might like, click here.
Thank you so much, Chronicans, for making it this far. We love you so much.